This series could go either way right now. The way it's being played, the Islanders have played us close. We lost 3-2 in Game 4, which we did. We captured victory. Has every game been determined by one goal? Did we win with an empty net goal in Game 1? If we won, I can't remember Game 1, but if we won with an empty netter, it's essentially a one-goal victory. One-goal margin of victory for the Islanders in Game 2. One-goal margin of victory there. And, of course, in Game 4, we had a one-goal margin of victory, 3-2. Or one-goal margin of victory for the Islanders. We didn't win that game. We really could have used the win there, but, it's like I said, this series could go either way. Home ice could be vital. This is guaranteed to go 6 games. I mean, I could see it going 7. It makes sense. When you look at the record between the two teams in the regular season, we were very similar. We had the exact same record, perhaps very similar teams. It seems to be that way so far in the playoffs. And by the way, Edmonton is up. How do I show this? Where is it? My goodness, I don't like the way this is. There you go. Edmonton is up 3-1 over Los Angeles. So that Oilers-Canadiens final is on the line. Or do we get a 1980s rematch of Oilers and Islanders? Oh, the series is all to play for. I always like to describe a best-of-7 series. When you go to a Game 5 and the series has been split 2-2, it suddenly becomes basically a best-of-3. You can... Oh my goodness, he's back. He's here. Tegan Satcher's in the net. This is a whirlwind change for the Islanders. Wow, we don't have a book on him. We don't have a read on Tegan Satcher because we haven't faced him. That is new. I knew that he was out, but I didn't know. I don't remember what the duration of time he was supposed to be out for. We have an insert into our lineup as well. He's been healthy for a while, but I forgot that he got back from an injury. Didn't he go out with an injury? It was Nino. Oh my goodness, injured could be Ryan Kudrowski. Big save by Tegan Satcher on the one-timer. And Nino Niederreiter is back in the lineup. I think he's been back from an injury. Oh my God, Carey Price. That was so dangerous. This is off to a flying start in this game. And anyway, I guess I forgot that Nino was sitting in the press box just eating cookies and popcorn and drinking soda pop. For those of you who call it soda pop, I don't call it soda pop, but I have chosen to call it soda pop here. Oh my goodness, I'm going to need one if Max Pacioretty can pull off this move. He shrugs off the contact back to the point for Tamernas, slides over to Severson. There's a shot off the ankle of Ming and deflects wide. Pulock out the center for the Islanders. Oh, Ming on the intercept. You got to cut back. We got to get this in. Drop pass. Finds Marchand. He's going to be bowled over at center ice. That'll be Anders Lee on the puck and dumped in. And in the real world, just recently, as of the recording date of this one, I was at Hurricanes Senators Game 2. My God, what a wild game that was last night. I was there. I put up the picture on the community as a community post of Lars Eller because he was my third line center here in the GM mode, and we were paying him like $5 million, which was egregious to play third line minutes and pay a center that much money, but he was worth every bit of the dollar value. We're going to cover the puck here. Well, there's 3 Canadians around. I guess we could have gotten the puck out, but better safe than sorry as far as I see it. And what a big save this was by the goaltender newly inserted into the series by the New York Islanders. Big blocker save, number 33, Tegan Satcher. Created by the game? I think he's created by... I don't know. I guess he's created by the game. But yeah, that was a chaotic game last night that I was at. Always love attending my hometown Hurricanes playoff game. Playoff games are so electric. And I mean, I hate it because playoff games have kind of ruined regular season hockey for me. I mean, I still attend some regular season games, but it's just kind of ruined it for me. Like the atmosphere just pales in comparison to a playoff atmosphere. And I love the playoff atmosphere inside of the Lenovo Center. It's so much fun to attend a game. And then on top of that, The Sens and Canes have played a very tight series so far. It came down to the wire. I mean, either team could have won that game last night. It really could have gone either way last night. A couple of crazy bounces, some lucky plays for the Hurricanes, some unlucky ones for the Senators. And sometimes you need luck. It can come down to a bounce or two that decides a playoff series. And I had a great time. I would pick the game. I would attend the game that would go to double overtime. And I was getting nightmare flashbacks from 2023 when Carolina faced the Florida Panthers in the conference final and it went to 4 overtime. Well, I was at that game as well. I was at that 4 overtime loss to the Florida Panthers when Matthew Tkachuk ended it. In fact, he ended multiple games in overtime against the Hurricanes in that series. This has been a slow start. We're missing passes all over the ice. Defensively, we're getting a little bit crossed up in the D zone. I'm going to go to puck side attack, see if because I can feel that we need an adjustment very quickly. So, a big win last night for the Hurricanes, trying to go to Ottawa. Going to Ottawa with a 2-0 series lead. You did what you needed to do. You defended home ice, and you know Ottawa's barn is going to be rocking. I remember 2017 when the Sens were in the playoffs and they went on that crazy run with Erik Karlsson. I talk about that playoff run quite a bit because it was an impressive run. I followed the Senators on that playoff run. They had Dion Phaneuf was on their blue line, and I'm pretty sure he scored a crucial goal for maybe it was an overtime winner from the blue line in one of the series that year. Erik Karlsson was on another level that year. That crazy aerial flip he made to, I think it was to Hoffman in Boston in whatever round that was that season. That was a fun playoff run to follow. Their fans were electric that year. And I know they will be when the series goes to Ottawa in 2 nights' time. From the time I'm recording this, of course. And by the time this video goes up, the series could very well be over, or who knows what will be happening. Price with several aggressive saves. We hung Price out to dry a little bit early on in this game, and we have nothing going on, but we do have a power play drawn, a interference penalty. Who drew this off the? Was this off the rush or behind the play? Nope, this was McQuaid just coming from behind. He got LeBlanc, who made the pass. He dished it off for Marchand, who, by the time he got there, the penalty was taken. Face-off win is clean over to Hedman. Big shot, and by the way, the Lightning no Hedman in the real world for the whole first round. I think it was confirmed today that the Tampa Bay Lightning no Victor Hedman. That's a big one for the Lightning. Wonder how they will fare against the Canadiens. That's who they're playing, and everything is right into the shin pads, which happened a lot last night in the Hurricanes game. A goal for John Tavares on a shorthanded breakaway because we shot it into the shin pads. I saw that happen multiple times last night in the Hurricanes game when I think it was Keandre Miller a few times shot it into the shin pads from the blue line of the forward that was pressuring him. When you're going to shoot it from the blue line, you cannot chuck the puck right into the shin pads of the player in front. Very good chance of a breakaway, as you saw on display there from the captain, John Tavares. Did he have the overtime winner in the last game, or the winner in the last game? Did the last game go to overtime? I don't even remember if the last game went to overtime. Oh, dump in on Satcher, so we'll test the goaltender from center ice. I don't know if that was from the blue line. I think it was behind the blue line. Either way, from center ice. And now Voivoda, drop pass for LeBlanc, cross rink to Subban. That was nicely set up. No goal, of course. Just protect the puck. There we go. LeBlanc. Now back down low. Ming. Okay. I don't know if I like this setup right here. Now Hedman. Shot. Now it'll sting. What are we doing? What is this over? What are we fighting over? What happened? I legitimately was so focused on just setting the power play up that I didn't see what spurred on a fight. I thought this was over the slap shot. We don't even get a replay. I don't know what this was. What is this all about? Pelech is upset with Ming for some reason. I'm going to have to watch the replay back after I have completed recording this to figure out what went on there. Obviously, it doesn't help me in the time being, but whatever. Still 33 seconds to go on the power play, so we're going to start it from the half wall now. Back up top. Niederreiter back on the power play. Jeez, Duchesne, you look like a goof out there. Duchesne, Severson, shot low. Pad save. There's a rebound. Hamonic on the backhand clears. Is that it for the power play? Just settle the puck down. A nice pass in the set. That's why we got to get Niederreiter in here. He makes those nice passes. Juicy pass set up for Kuzminski, but he airmailed it wide of the net. Didn't need that miss. We got to get this game back tied. Where's my defenseman? Okay, Niederreiter's playing D on the power play, so he's going to play the defensive position there. That'll be swatted further back in. Duchesne toward the weak side, and now it can be Brad Marchand, but you got to pick the puck up if you want to take it. Nice spin move. A second spin move, just trying not to get body checked. I mean, he was one man in. He didn't have a choice but to try to make something happen. Voivoda, saucer pass. Marchand receives it. Voivoda onside. Now trying to return it to Brad Marchand. Stick lift. Marchand's pretty gutsy out here. Look at this effort. And now Voivoda goes at one of the Islanders' players. Furland. He's tried to get a... Oh, God, we got a penalty coming up behind the play. It's going to be on the Canadiens. So now we're going to be to the shorthanded kill. So what's going on here? I didn't see this penalty either. Voivoda. It looked like a slash was the indication from the referee. It's unsportsmanlike. I don't know what's going on. Both teams have come a little bit unraveled early on. The Islanders were upset with Sukai Ming for a reason. We're now going to be on a 5-on-3. Thanks, Victor Hedman. Oh, boy. This Islanders team has tested my mental patience in this series. The last couple, man, I'm telling you, them getting that win in Game 4 is crucial obviously for them. It just puts me, I feel like, we really are against the wall. I was going to say before that goal was scored, I just feel like with the loss in the last game, our backs are a bit against the wall. We cannot, okay, so we've seen it. We got to learn from our past games and our past mistakes. So you know how with the Toronto Maple Leafs, they can rattle off several goals in a hurry. We cannot allow that to happen. I'm doing it. I'm immediately going 1-3-1. This is a pivotal game. We cannot spend too much time in our D zone. In fact, let's go tight point. We cannot let this game get out of hand. We've let games get out of hand very quickly in the past. I'm not allowing that here. Not on my watch. So Duchesne, you know exactly what you need to do. Big goodness gracious. Tegan Thatcher, not fair. He might change this series massively in favor of the Islanders. This could be a huge series tilting change in net for the New York Islanders. Let's go, Tamernis. Stay on that. I know it's hard. They're battling. Oh, it's Severson. Oh my God. Severson got his stick up in the face. He got his stick in the face. Blocked shot, goal. Whoa. I can't even do that. Like my voice is semi-gone because I was screaming so much at the Hurricanes game last night. And, well, I'm not going to have a voice if this keeps up. You know what? I'm doing it. I accidentally took my timeout. I didn't mean to take my timeout, but I changed goalies. Fucale's in there. They changed their goalies. I'm changing mine. Everything on the net. We just need one. We just need back to the point and shot on net. What the frick, man? We just cannot buy a goal right now. Can't buy a goal. And Ming, you need to get good and pissed off too. That's exactly it. That's the attitude. Get out of here, Tavares, you piss baby. Giant piss baby. All right, if we can get one shorthanded, we're going to have to try. The Islanders have capitalized on their opportunities early in this game. There's one from Tamernis. Wow, win it straight back to the point. Clean face-off win and a clean shot. Did this go 5-0 on Tegan? That's a huge goal. You don't even know how big that goal is right now. Look at the win by Duchesne on the face-off. Straight back to Tamernis, the defenseman. He can just walk into it. Look at all the space that he had as well. That's kind of a softie. That's a soft goal for Tegan Thatcher. That could be the goal that allows us to potentially open the flood. We need to open the floodgates as it is. We really need to try. That was into the stick of Pulock, but that's okay. Just defend it at neutral ice. Shot dumped in on Fucale. I need you to be the best version of yourself here, Fucale. I don't even know what that is because, I'm not very familiar with Fucale. He hasn't gotten in the net very often. And the one time we saw Fucale, we were leaving Price and Fucale out to dry in that game. It was in a game against Toronto. Duchesne, you got to continue. You got to continue. Oh my goodness, Matt Duchesne. Okay, and oh wow, this gameplay doesn't make any sense. I have to try to play the pass. Strome. What the freak? What in the the world? What in the world was that? That was so stupid. Oh my God, I don't even know what the hell this is. That looked like something out of the Hurricanes Senators game last night. What was that? Crazed possession. That's a goal. I mean, I'm telling you, my goalie is playing out of his mind right there. If Fucale was the right call in net, I guarantee you Price would have given up a goal by now on one of those possessions. I'm just rimming it. Hard rim play. Now, coming down the wall. There you go, Stromwall. That looked really good. Over to Ming. Played in front. Oh, nice stick. Stromwall's he's playing hard. Stromwall's playing hard. He's a big body out there. Lee. Skate the stick move. Cizikas. It was flung wide. I don't like the way we're defending this game right now. We're not playing a very good game defensively. And they're all over us. There it is at the center. There's your support. Slid along for Kamayev. Go with me. Drop pass. Backdoor. Stromwall tried to chip it in. He's had a good couple of shifts. I mean, I think you just give Stromwall more ice time. He's going to make something happen out here. Voda stick on the ice. We could have got the turnover. They're just beating us with speed. Basically straight up the middle and into the zone. They're beating us with a lot of speed. So they're up on the forecheck. I'm going to chip it into the center ice. And there's a big collision at the center circle. Man, my God. Having to rely on Fucale in net is giving me a heart attack. But he's stood tall, man. I mean, he's been put in some very precarious spots since we threw him in the net. And he answered the deal very quickly. We're going to skate it. And we're offside. I felt like my AI teammates were going to go offside there. I was thinking about dumping it in. I had a little hesitation of do I dump it in. I don't know if my hesitation helped matters on that offside or not. But anyway, if we win it straight back, I mean, it's late in the period. Just make a simple hockey play and dump it in. Except for at this point, we can just get our speed now through the middle. So we can now skate to the middle with speed, kick it wide. And then I'm going to power move to the net here. Kudrwinski, stay with that. Oh, my goodness. That was nice. Back to the point. Duchesne, he's trying. He's battling. He is really battling. Kudrwinski, return to Duchesne. That's unfortunate. We're trying, though. I mean, I like the response. We are trying to get the game even. Getting the goal from Tamernis is big. I mean, you can't go into the intermission trailing 3-0. And we got it shorthanded as well, but we just way too loose on the defensive side of the puck. We played very loose. That's a tough goal for Price as well. That was a tough goal. I got to tell you, Fucale, man, without some of those saves, this could be a really ugly game right now. So the Islanders, they got a lot of speed, man, and especially in transition. So when they're coming out of the D zone and they're going through the neutral zone, they're hitting that line with a lot of speed. It's throwing my defenders off. We're not staying with them. We're not skating with them enough. And we're hanging our goaltenders out to dry. We've given up 18 shots in the first period, which is just not acceptable. Now, I'm in a full-on trap right now because I have to be. It's going to give us the best shot to slow down this Islanders attack. We're not out of the game. We just got to play smart hockey. So stay out of the penalty box would be number one. Just stay out of the box. Don't get into any shenanigans that you don't have to. Great play, Pacioretty. I was trying to leave it along for Duchesne, but it's just been a few pucks have just been a little bit out of reach tonight. Up the wall, they're going to keep that in. Good block. Don't go chasing below the goal line too often. Get the puck. My God, there's too much hesitation from this team right now. Pacioretty. That'd be a good time for a spin move, but we'll cut back instead. And in fact, this is great. We delay for teammates, shrug that contact off. To the inside, shot, saved by Satcher, but a pretty easy save. But at least it's a shot on goal. It's a good possession. Time to get the third line on the ice. Is that the line with Voda and Niederreiter on it? I want to see what Niederreiter can do getting back in here. It is. You're going to see me, when I take manual control, I could very well go to this third line a lot in this game. We just missed it. We had a golden opportunity to score. Defensemen need to pinch right here. Yep. And I may actually have to have really strong pinching defensemen. If the longer we go trailing in this game. Oh my God, Begris, you didn't help yourself out. I gave you a clean chance to handle that puck, and he didn't help himself. Board pin. We can't slow these guys down defensively at all. Nope. Good play, Murphy. Up the wall and go. Niederreiter. I have friends. I have Polkinen, but I didn't like it. Ming's there, but not really an option. Nope. Deke down low. Ming, return feed. We got crossed up. Shot toward the net. Of course, they get the stick on it. Good play by the Islanders defensively on that one. Tamernis. Nope, you don't have me. Up to Ming. Dropping it. Tamernis. Back to Ming. Oh, my God. Ming over to Severson. He's covered. No, he's not. Shot. All right. Patience. Big pressure from Ming. Don't take a penalty, Ming. Good stick at center ice. Okposo's going to leave it there for Krug. Rink-wide feed for Lee. And any chance you get, finish a body check. Get on the wall, Tamernis, my God. Okay, that was not really necessary. Hedman floating it toward the net. That's obviously going to be wide off the mark. We're behind the play. They dump it in. That's a gracious play that they dumped it in. Fucali, you got to play the puck there. You have got to play the puck there if you're Fucali. Off the glass, a little behind Stromwall, trying to interfere a bit with Pulak. It is a battle for positioning right now. Oh my God, get on the boards, Kamayev. He's just standing around at the middle of the ice. I'm not going to pass it into the middle of the ice. It is offside on the Islanders. All right, slow the game down. I want to slow the game down behind the net, but they won't let me. I hate it. There's nowhere to go. Islanders have given me nothing. They've given me nothing through neutral ice. Oh my God, please don't tell me there's a penalty for this. I think there's a penalty on the initial play, plus the 5 minutes for fighting for Pacioretty. That was dumb. Boneheaded. Bonehead, I don't even know. I need a replay. I don't even know what happened. Because, again, my eyes were diverted away from the play that happened on the screen that led to this altercation. I think he's gonna get 2 plus the 5. And my suspicions are correct. But I don't even get a replay. I have no context as to what happened. I think he basically hit someone that didn't have the puck, or I don't even know what the penalty is what the infraction is officially called. You know, see how they're staying with me? They stayed with Marchand, but that's okay. Okay, never mind. I was going to say I have a guy named Victor Tamernis, or Henrik Tamernis? I've called him both, Victor and Henrik, but we got a penalty against the Islanders. We're going to go 4-on-4, a minute and a half. John Tavares into the box. Well, we made it happen shorthanded. Can we make a goal happen at 4-on-4? We've been chasing the whole game, man. I hate it that we've been chasing this game. We do need a long power play. This will be an abbreviated power play when 4-on-4 ends, but we need a long one. And of course, we haven't gotten one in this game. Help me out, Murphy. Stay there and support. Now, Begris, that's you. God, no, they're on you like glue. Look at how they stick to me. Shot. Yeah, you just got to take one. At some point, you just got to get a shot. This really is a war of attrition right now. I am going through it. I mean, you understand the play that Monahan's trying to make, right? He's just trying to separate the puck so he can get it back. Clean win, please, Ming. We have got to win that faceoff. We do. Unfortunately, we have 3 guys. It's 4-on-3, so a lot of ice. This would favor Sukai Ming here, I would imagine. I got bumped at the last second. I completed the deke, and then at the last second got bumped. So I guess I didn't really complete the deke, but you know what I mean. The deke was there to be completed. Ming again. No, that was bad. That was a lazy play. We're going to pay for this. That was a lazy play. We're just making this mountain even taller to climb because I made a lazy play and I should have just cleared it or something of that nature. Oh my God, the frustration is really brewing. The series isn't over if we lose this game, but this is a big one. We have got to take a victory on home ice here. We cannot let the Islanders step into the Bell Center and take this game. We're going to go 1-2-2 aggressive. Let's just see what that forecheck looks like. And you know what? I'm gonna change my defensemen, their sliders in the intermission to an aggressive pinch. I need to try things. We got to get desperate, but we got to get a goal before this period ends now. We can't give up a 5th goal, and we got to get one before the period ends. There's just nowhere to go with it. Tamernis, keep it on side. I don't care if I touch it, if it's offside. I don't care, and I will wreck fools tonight, son. Just don't take an extra penalty, Kudrwinski. I love the intensity. I love it. Oh, man, we're getting burned. We are just getting smoked on the ice defensively. Tamernis, that's a tough place to handle the puck. I'm going to regret playing that. I shouldn't. It's just, I do not learn from my own mistakes, do I? They are hounds on the forecheck. Good God, the Islanders are so annoying to play against. Sorry, Fucali. And Lee hits the post. Just clear it. Down the rink. I'm trying to run this guy through the wall. And, of course, he's going to go for the soft bear hug. Soft play. Finish your checks all over the ice. Someone get open for me. No one's getting... This is the problem. No one's getting open for me. Polkinen. Hard drive to the net. Puck shield. Backhand scores. What a move. Wow. Power move to the net around the defender. That brings us to a 4-2 game. I told you we needed one. It starts with what a move by Teemu Polkinen. He turned on the rocket boosters to get this goal on the board. So maybe Tegan Satcher is not so good at one-on-one opportunities, especially down low along the ice as we slide it just inside the post. That's huge. We can't give up the 5th goal. So for now on, we need to try to get some more offense because I would like to trail only 4-3 going into the intermission rather than 4-2 if possible. But if we see a chance to just dump it in and it makes sense, we need to dump the puck in. To the back door, LeBlanc, boom, 4-3 game. He's the backdoor master. I saw him wide open. I'm not passing that up. What playmaking off the zone entry, and bada bing, bada boom. This game can change very dramatically in a heartbeat. It didn't even take a heartbeat to score 2 goals. What a seeing eye pass. The feed from Su Kai Ming, backdoor to Louis LeBlanc. I mean, that is his 6th. So Ovechkin has his office. Gretzky has his office. LeBlanc's office is on the back door. That's where he scores all of his goals in these playoff games. That's a huge one. The biggest one yet. The dump in, retrieval, back to the point, blue line, wherever. Hedman, wrister, wide. Monahan keeps it. All the ice is tilted in favor of the Canadiens. This is all Canadiens momentum. The voodoo baby is on the Canadian side. We're offside. My God. That was a fun possession for a moment there. Now we start to believe we can get this tied. This is really a series where neither team is completely out of both the series or out of a game at any one point in time. You cannot rest. This is a classic. You cannot rest on your laurels type series. Let's go, LeBlanc. Let's go. Feed that mother. Let's go. Brad Marchand, windmill. Deke, shot off the blocker side. Saved by Satcher. In on the benches. Bigris, pucks on net. It is a pucks on net type of affair for the Canadiens. If you're a defenseman, you get the puck anywhere near the blue line, just trying to keep a rim play along the boards, you have got to wrist it back in on net like we did there before taking this face-off. That play we just made. Hedman, slap shot. I don't know who blocked it. That's yours, Voivoda. Back to the point. Slide it along. Subban has a dangerous pass. Yeah, I know I'm very well aware of the danger. Down low, Niederreiter. Wow, VH, weird angle save for Satcher, but when Niederreiter was wide open, you can't pass that up. Take what the defense give you. They gave me a clean shot. Yes, it's a weird angle, but they gave me that shot. I'm going to take it. If that slides somehow into the net, I look like a genius. Our team's winning faceoffs. I'm very happy about that. That's an unfortunate play for Severson, so we're just going to reset in our D zone. Someone want to skate up here with me? Dump in. Let the forwards go do their thing. Oh, we dumped it clean out of play. Well, good job, Damon Severson. If we win this, straight back in. Straight back in with Hedman. That's my plan. We win it, but we didn't win it to Hedman. Okay, so just take away the boards. Oh boy, Subban, you got to be more over than that. Save, Fucali, wrap it up right there. And play it. Actually, they gave me a quick whistle. Wow. Okay, Hedman turned into a tornado after that whistle was blown. I mean, I was about to give it to Grabner there. He's trying to harass my goaltender. Oh my goodness, patch ready. Spin move. He gets off that body check. If you can time the spin move when they go for the body check, your player will absorb it somewhat better. Severson, back up top. I'm trying to go up top with it. Severson, skate to it. Down low. Yep, we got to grind on the boards. Kudrwinski against Lee. This really does feel like a playoff game. There is a battle and an intensity to this that does feel like a playoff game. Shot off the bar. Now remember, we're feeling good about ourselves in this period. Oh, that's, wow, I didn't know where the hell that puck exactly was. Tamernis, shot down the rink. It'll be an icing, but that's one of those occasions I'm happy to take the icing. I got to remind myself and remind anybody watching, this is a 4-3 game. We're feeling good about ourselves in this period, but we haven't tied it. And they nearly extended the lead to 5-3. Fucali with a little help from his best friend behind him there. Duchesne rather, on the forehand, please. He wins it with his skate. That's, oh, come on, man. Second time in the game, they've scored a goal right off the faceoff in the same fashion. They've done it on both goaltenders. That's a leaky one. I heard that angry Habs fan in the building. Someone was screaming. They were upset. I mean, I'm furious, too. I don't know how this goes in. Oh, Fucali. Oh, that's bad. Just, again, making the mountain even more impossible to climb. We climb a little bit, we gain a little bit of distance, and then boom, it's taken away from us. Backdoor again. Well, I mean, LeBlanc is this is a crazy game. This is a really crazy game. I mean, if I see LeBlanc anywhere near the backdoor post, I'm feeding it over to him. The windmill to create space by Marchand, and there's the goal. What theater in Montreal for this Game 5. This Canadiens team refuses to give up on it. You climb the ladder, and then you slide a few steps back down, then you climb the ladder again. Let's not slide back down the ladder again in this game. Eventually, they did get their 5th goal. They could very well get their 6th. We got to tighten it up defensively, and I don't know if the trap... I'm in a 1-3-1 trap, and it's not really making a difference. It's because our D-zone possessions are horrendous. So when we play our D-zone possessions, wow, Grabner almost teleported on that hit as the net is knocked free. They're going to give us the replay. Well, they're not going to give us a replay of anything. They should have given the replay of the hit there on Grabner. We have won 72% of the faceoffs tonight. That is how good we've been in the dot. And this will be a dump in. Hard dump in, perfectly. Look at this dump in play. Now return the favor. And he does. LeBlanc returns the favor to Marchand. Dump in, retrieval, feed it backdoor post. Now it's Marchand scoring on the backdoor post. Look at LeBlanc. Hustle, got the legs churning, finds the puck first. Eyes up, seeking Marchand on the back door. DeHaan does not box out. It's an easy goal off the post and in as well for Brad Marchand. So that is a weakness of Tegan Satcher. He's not played. It's not even necessarily his fault, but he has not played these cross-crease feeds very well. And there you go. Now you got your tie game. Mountain successfully climbed as far as getting the game tied. But we want the lead, baby. All right, drop pass. Vovoda skating. Okay, goodness gracious. Someone's got to figure out who's going to pick that puck up if we're going to be successful with the offense there. All right, Terminus D to D. Okay, that's fine because he can skate into that pass. I'll kick it wide. There it is. Niederreiter drop. No, you don't have that much time. I knew it. I knew he was coming off the bench. Oh, that hurt. I know that stings. I've taken a puck literally off the ass cheeks, straight off the cheeks, and it stings. It stings. So I know that definitely doesn't feel good. But how about that period? We're feeling good about the period as we knotted at 5 in this chaotic game that keeps teeter-tottering. Well, it's not exactly teeter-tottering. We've had to... It kind of has teeter-tottered. I guess you could look at it that way. The lead hasn't teeter-tottered, but the scoring certainly has teeter-tottered. This could very well be one of those stupid track meet games where whoever scores the last goal in the game is certainly going to win it. It feels like whoever gets the last goal is going to win it. Well, you know what? That is true because I mean, one of these two teams could score a couple of goals in this period, and then the opposing team that loses could score the technical last goal in the game and still lose the game. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is one of those games where it's just a matter of hold on tight and get the lead and hold on to it. I don't even know what I was trying. I just butchered that whole sentence. I'm not worried about what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to play the game well here. Let's just finish on a high note in this third period. We've had a sloppy couple of periods. Okay, and a stick lifted and all of that, and still we have the puck over to Subban down low. Look how fast they play you defensively. Hedman, wrister on. It's behind the net, so Kudrowski's puck pickup in front. Duchesne score. Wow, we just stayed with that, and this is a juggernaut offensive game. The puck was doing everything and anything that it wanted to do on that possession. Nice feed out in front. You find the captain, Matt Duchesne, in the slot area with not a defender on him. Tavares goes chasing behind the goal line. Not good help for the goaltender. Is that going to be the end of the night for Tegan Satcher? I pulled Fucali. I gave Price a short leash. That was mostly just by feel. We were down 3-0. We could really use the goaltender pull. Sometimes it just changes the energy for a team to pull the goaltender, and maybe it worked for this team. I don't know that it's so much the decision to pull Price for Fucale. Give Price the rest of the night off. Fucale smothered play by Fucale back up the boards. Marchand and the center ice, but that's okay. Intercepted by Reinhart. Good stick on that one by Severson. Dumped back in by the Islanders. Okay, I feel like we're starting to get possession of not just the puck, but we're getting this game more under control. We're playing the way we want to. Kamayev breakaway. How's this one going to go? Into the back of the net. Easy as you do them. I had a feeling that one-on-one was going to be a weakness for Tegan Satcher. This game just doesn't make any sense. Like I said earlier, what theater in this game? You couldn't be more entertained if you love to see offense. Well, I found Kamayev wide open in the neutral zone. I had a good feeling that he could sprint right past the defenders. And I wanted to get that one-on-one breakaway look on Satcher, who's given up 7 on the evening. Not a good look, and yet, the reason they probably haven't pulled him is that they feel that they're still in this game. Niederreiter, that was a move. That was a Towie. Polkinen's backhander is saved by Satcher. Now we're starting to take it to the Islanders. And I haven't changed anything in the intermission. I didn't change the strategy. And Downey, yeah, you get on the line change. You don't want any. He was scared. He was scared. He panicked. He panicked right into the Islanders bench, man. He was terrified. You could see it on his face. And that's one of the rare faceoffs we've lost in this game. Stromwall back up the boards. There you go. Hedman. I tried to play it back down low, but that's okay. So Subban, puck shield. It could be on the wing. The wing is a safe option. Kamayev, does he have the speed and the smooth moves again? Plays it down the wall, away from the pressure. Bump deep to the slot. Shooting blocker save. Whack at that. Keep the play alive. Play our hockey. This is our style of hockey. We want to grit and grind our way through this game. This Islanders team is going to earn it. Every inch of ice. They're going to have to dump this in. They don't have a play. They do eventually dump it in. McQuaid, he's going to chase his own dump in. And he will get his own dump in because we helped him out. Broken twig on the ice. Watch the back door. Watch the back door feed. What the hell? A big save. And it sprinkles out in front of Fucale. It's out the center ice. Oh, it couldn't quite knock that away from Hamonic. It'll be dumped back in by the Islanders. This game, like I said, this game is so stupid. It has not made any sense. Not a drop of sense in this gameplay. Polkinen, we're onside. Polkinen spin move. That'll be Niederreiter. He goes to the corner. Pull up. Backdoor feet. There was no play for Duchesne available. Jumping in off the bench was one of my players. There's Severson wrister over the head of Tegan Satcher. Duchesne on the corner. Sends it in front. Pacioretty down low, trying to go down low with it. The Deke bumps it away from the pressure of the Islanders. They were tight to defend that in the slot area. That will be all that possession has for the Canadiens. Tavares spins with it. There's a good stick check on the Islanders captain. It'll be tripped up. That'll be an infraction. Okay, so you know how we've said that neither team has been out of the game or out of the series. That remains true. The Islanders power play, which has been very effective. Oh, that's the penalty on a trip. That happened way behind the play. Never mind. Okay, well, that was a CPU player that took the penalty. There's nothing I can do about that. But, Islanders, I didn't see there. I think, are they 3 for 6 on the power play tonight? They've had a very good power play in this game, so they're not entirely out of this one. But we've got a goal shorthanded, and I believe in our shorthanded unit. So much so that I'm going to give them free reign to take this puck if we can get it. It's right into the feet of Su Kai-Ming. He dances away from 1, couldn't dance away from 2. Marchand with the stick on the pressure, lays a shoulder heavily into John Tavares at the blue line. Subban's got to win the battle for this. Poke check or swatted back to Ming. Ming pulls up, lays it to Marchand. And that'll be all that possession is. It's so tough to get it over the blue line past this Islanders defense. Islanders have some speed here. Picked up by Tamernis. We're just going to send this down the rink. Okay, well, now we take it. Ming one-on-one. Ming one-on-one. 1-on-2. And he got sandwiched a bit there between DeHaan and one of the other defenders. I don't know who the other defender was. It was Krug. Cizikas is on this. Sends it to the near side for an intercept there, and then brought back in by Foster. I kind of mixed up my commentary there. I'm so focused on the gameplay. I can't worry about who has the puck. Duchesne Wraps it along the boards. Saucer pass to Kujawinski. Finds the stick tape. That's a windmill move. Kujawinski is bumped wide. Now played back toward the point. We got a pinch there, Severson. Aggressive play on D. I got this guy. I got him with Pacioretty. Cizikas shot. Big rebound. Bigris finds the rebound. Shot back on Fucali. Handles that chance as well. Easy saucer pass to Stromwall. Punch deke. Okay, that's not a punch deke. Dropped back for Monahan on the one-timer, interrupted by Foster, but there's a penalty on the play to the Islanders, so we're going to go to the power play. And I don't know what our power play has done, but this would be a huge insurance marker if we can get one. The Islanders, man, they let this game slip away. And there have been multiple points where they have seemed like they've had this game in the bag. I love how we boxed out for loose pucks. We have used our bodies to shield the loose pucks so we can win those battles. Done a good job of that tonight. Edmund, nice clean reception on that pass down low. Okay, it took a funny bounce. That's unfortunate. It is what it is. Mostly with this power play, we are trying to score, but we're more than that, killing time. Not when we turn it over, though. Dumped back in by Harmonic. I would be seeking, okay. Big blocker save. Stone Pacioretty cold. It evades Subban. Kept on by Duchesne. Drop for Subban, but it deflects. A couple of sticks in there battling after that loose puck covered by Satcher. 7:23 to go in the game. 48 seconds to go on this Canadiens power play. And are we going to get a look at the breakaway save? Or no, this is going to be... I don't know what this is. It's going to be the missed opportunities. Yes, it is. I remember that sequence for Fucali. That was a hilarious sequence for Fucali. And then, of course, the back bar saving a surefire goal. I don't know who shot that puck. I thought it was Anders Lee. Poke back in. Krug wrapped up the boards and out. We're going to play that into center ice. Oh, wow, we were onside with this. LeBlanc saved. Vovoda on the backhand a couple of times. Saucers it freely toward the point, but intercepted and cleared by Anders Lee. Niederreiter gets in there against Tavares. Shrugs him, but not off the puck. Shot back on. Up to Vovoda. Vovoda. There's one deke. There's a second deke. Cleared by Reinhardt. Picked up by Niederreiter. Plays it back into center ice. Saucer pass to Ming. Saucer pass to Vovoda. Vovoda cuts over toward LeBlanc. He plays it off of an area pass. Back to the point, Hedman. Good puck work by the Canadiens. We're going to pinch here with Severson. We'll apply pressure to Strome. That's off of a teammate. Reinhardt gathers, sends it to Harmonic. Up to Strome now. Forward pass for Lee and dumped in on the backhand. 5.5 to go. Played to the right of Price by Hedman. Saucer pass towards Stromwall at center ice. Stromwall cuts across the middle, bumped into by McQuaid. Turned over Stromwall, intended for Monahan. Reinhardt will play it to the near side boards, wrapped along. Weak side breakout for Cizikas. He runs into Subban. Subban opens up the juice missile from the point. Back to the point. Hedman, help from Pacioretty. Up and over Deke. Hedman plays it behind the blue line, offside on the Canadiens. Let's go, Pacioretty. Driving that puck in deep. Looking for the one-timer, but the puck is eventually flung on and wide off the side of the net. Now off of Satcher, cleaned up by Shala of the Islanders. Cizikas to Downey. He's going to drive it wide, hard charge to the net. Downey's going to shoot. Blocker saved by Fucali. He was tall to the task and flipped down the ice. This could become an icing, and it's going to fall short of icing. The carry chants are going on, but it's Fucali in the net. Did the Habs fans get the memo that we pulled the goaltender? It's Carey Price in a Fucali jersey. That's what it is. The real Carey Price has shown up in this game now. Oh, what a play by Marchand at center ice. Marchand stands up to that hit. Stays with the puck. Thrown off the back of the net. Marchand, one-timer intended for Ming, dropping the one knee. We scored the one knee, one-time goal on the island, I think, in the last game. Was it Ryan Kujawinski that scored it? Up to Marchand. We're playing really clean on these breakouts. Ming, that's a stutter step move. He's got the Islanders in a pickle here with some of these moves, and then he deked himself into a straight turnover. Approaching 60 seconds to go in this game. Islanders need a quick one. They might get one here. I'm not counting this team out. Clean team defense. The Islanders are pulling him. Satcher to the bench. Extra attacker has now arrived in the zone. Big save and a rebound from Fucale. Play on Foster, tight, up to Pacioretty. We'll do the slap shot. No, we'll just take the wrister, but there is none to be had. Should have just taken the easy wrister and banked it in. Fucale should have taken the whistle there. We probably should have taken the whistle. Wow, thanks for, oh my God. I was going to say thanks for the assist on that one. Everyone's out here trying to get that next goal in this game. Severson out to center. LeBlanc going for the hat trick. Give him his hat trick. He'll get one. He deserved it. There's your first star of the game, Louis LeBlanc with the hattie. And how about Fucale in relief? You got to give it up to him. And we are now one win away from a 4th straight appearance in the Stanley Cup Final. That is what is on the line. We are taking on a former dynasty. Not exactly this Islanders team, but of course, the Islanders in the 1980s, I believe, the last team in NHL history to win 4 straight Stanley Cup championships. Well, we're trying to write that history for ourselves this season, and we could do it if we can win one more game over the Islanders and then just win 4 from there. 5 wins away from a no-question dynasty and 4 straight Stanley Cup championships. But I'm not going to get ahead of ourselves. How about that guy in relief? I mean, you put him in a tough spot in what I would call a must-win game. This was a must-win game for us, and it was an offensive affair, man. There was no goaltending at all tonight to be seen on the ice. Goaltending was optional this evening. How about Louis LeBlanc? I mean, when anywhere that there was a backdoor play to be found, he was on top of it. I think he had a 4-point night. He had an assist on the Marchand goal on the backdoor, and of course, this is the game winner.